Hi beauties, welcome back to Making It Up with Vera Cosmetics. I am Portia and today we will be making yet another lip gloss. Okay, so let's make it up. Alright, so remember last week we made a base that was a part of the lip gloss ingredients. And we only used half of it. So today we will be using the other half of the base. All right, so I have it here. And I'm just going to pour it here in this bowl. Okay. And remember, if you're planning to resell, use gloves and sterilize your equipment before using. Okay, so now that we've poured our base into the bowl, I'm going to use about a half a teaspoon of brown iron oxide, which is where I purchased from Making Cosmetics. And last week we made like a magenta sort of color that was very tinted. However, today we will be making a nice nude lip gloss. All right, so I'm gonna pour the brown iron oxide into my mixture here. All right, I'm gonna give this a quick stir so that the iron oxide can fully mix into the mixture before we put the polybutene, which will give it, the gloss, the sticky feel. But yeah, before we do that, we want to go ahead and pre-mix the iron oxide. And we did this because, iron oxides, they're heavily pigmented. So you can kind of think of it as pre-wetting the mixture, the colorant. Okay. All right, so now we're ready to add the polybutene. Okay. You want to be sure to add enough to give it that sticky, thick texture. Okay. So I think I'm good. If not, we'll just add more. But for now, let's just give this a mix. I'm going to use this handheld blender where I purchased from Amazon. Okay? You just want to ease into it. See how strong the iron oxide is? See how pigmented it is? Super pigmented. Which is what you want when you're looking for a nice pigmented lip gloss. Right now we're going to add our white pigment to lighten it, to give us that nice nude color. We're only going to add a little bit at a time because it goes a long way. All right, so we're going to mix again. And as you can see, the color is already starting to change. We're going to ease out of it. All right, so let's give it a quick test, see where we are, and see if we're satisfied with the color. See how pigmented it is? Okay. I'm actually satisfied with the color. However, I always get these ideas of taking it a step further. So let's add a little bit of pink to give it like a pinkish nude type of color. Okay, so we have our Vivid Rose color here that I purchased from TKB, of course. So we're only going to add just a little bit of this colorant just to see what it does, you know, to see how much of a shift we can give it. Okay. So we're just going to do a little bit at a time. All right. And give this a stir. This can get super messy, of course, like I always say. So don't worry, you get clothing. So as we can see, that 1/4 teaspoon of Vivid Rose didn't really put a dent in what we're trying to accomplish. So let's give it 2 more of this. And let's see where it takes us. Okay, so I think this is going to be it. So loving this color. So we're going to make sure the colorant is nice and mixed, well mixed. Okay, I'm going to ease out of the mixture. All right, time for another test. Look at that. Just nice. Loving it. we're gonna stop there because I'm satisfied with this color. All right, so we know what time it is. Time to tube it. All right, so we're gonna take our syringe and the pipette. We're gonna cut up to the 2 milliliter line of the pipette, and be careful not to cut yourself. Discard the rest. Attach the pipette to the end of the syringe. After you take this part out. All right, so now we're going to insert the mixture into the syringe. It's all cleaned up first. And we're only filling 1 tube, so don't take much at all. Okay. Here's our tube. And let's begin to fill. And there are filling machines available if, you know, that's what you prefer. All right, I almost lost you there, pipette. Okay, starting to come out, which is okay because we already knew, you know, this was a messy process. Right. Make sure that's attached. So we can continue to fill the bottom of this tube. Okay. So I think that's about it. Okay, so let me clean this tube in my hand. Gloves off. Top in. Okay. Alrighty. Voila. Here's your pigmented lip gloss. All right. You know what time it is. Time to test it on the lips. Beauties, that's a wrap for today. Now that we have our very pigmented nude lip gloss, meet me back here next week for yet another fun-filled video. Until then, like, subscribe, and share, and remember, you are loved and you are infinitely beautiful.